Hello, and welcome to another day of Living with Spina Bifida. Today, I thought it would be a good day to talk about Pokemon Go. I'm sure just about everyone has heard about this little game called Pokemon Go. It is a free game that you can download on iTunes and the Google Play Store, and it is available in the United States, Australia, New Zealand, Japan, the UK, and Germany for now. They're still working on getting it in more regions as the weeks go on. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering why I would be talking about something such as Pokemon on a disability, spina bifida related YouTube channel. Well, I have been seeing conversations, topics, articles going around about the negativities that Pokemon Go is bringing to the disabled community. Basically calling them ableist because not everyone is physically able to play this game. That is the outcry in the disabled community for some people. So I thought I would hit on this topic because I, being someone with a disability, am fully capable of playing this game. I thought I would put my 2 cents in about this game. So we'll start off by explaining just what is this? What is this thing called Pokemon? Oh, what are Pokemon and where are they going? Well, Pokemon, or pocket monsters if you want to get technical, are little creatures, animals, monsters, and there are Pokemon trainers. And they train and they catch Pokemon with their Pokeball. And in this game, you are the Pokemon trainer. And you get to catch them all. Them all being the first, 250 Pokemon from the original very start of the series. You are a Pokemon trainer. So, how does one catch a Pokemon? You have your game loaded up, and it'll tell you a little bit about the game. It's not really that helpful in telling someone who doesn't really know a whole lot about Pokemon or the game any information. But you start off, and then you basically get to pick a starter Pokemon. I picked Squirtle. And so you have your Pokeballs, and you flick the Pokeball at the Pokemon, and you catch it. And there's Pokestops. Look like that on the map. And when you're close enough, it'll turn into a circle, so you know that you're close enough to go to the Pokestop. And get items. These items help you with your Pokemon. If they were in a battle at a gym, you can revive them and heal them, or you get eggs that you put into an incubator, and then when you walk around, because this game has walking involved, it's basically what it is. You walk around the real world to catch these Pokemon. The eggs need you to walk around so you can hatch them and get more Pokemon. And there's incense that you can use to attract more Pokemon to you. Like, when I'm sitting in my house, I'm not really going to get any Pokemon. But if I have an incense going, then I'm more likely to catch something just sitting on my couch. There's lure modules that you can put on Pokestops, and that will bring Pokemon to you more often while you are sitting at the Pokestop. And there are certain places around your towns and whatnot around the world that are gyms, and you go there to battle the other teams. There's 3 teams, red, yellow, and blue. If your team has control over that gym, then you could add one of your Pokemons to the gym to help protect it from the other teams. Or if you are feeling lucky, and if you have powerful enough Pokemon, you could attack the other team's Pokemon and try to take over the gym. And if you win the gym, or if you successfully protect the gym, then you'll get even more goodies to use with your Pokemon. So that's basically the gist of it, how to play if you are interested in this game, but you're just not quite sure how to do it, because, like I said, the game doesn't really explain a whole lot. But if you really need some help and really do want to get into the game, don't be shy. Don't be embarrassed to ask me for help. I would love to help you out and get you started. Then I would briefly like to touch on the topic of the naysayers, the downright bullies, the bashers of this game. There are plenty of people out there that this is just not their thing. They don't care for it. They never liked Pokemon when it was popular. They don't like Pokemon now. Or they will go on to say how it is childish, or they are adults who have adult things to do, so they don't have time to be childish and do childish things. Or they talk about how if you have enough time to walk around town, then you have enough time to go out and look for a job. So basically, it's people assuming that everyone has the same kind of interests and everyone has to like the same things. So just because they don't like it, that means that they have a right to hate people that do like it and make fun of them, because people don't seem to understand what free time is, and that people can use their free time for whatever they want. And people are just assuming that this is for no good people or children. But I have a huge newsflash for those people. I have a job, and handfuls of people, if not more people that I know, play this game, and they too have jobs, if not several jobs, but they still do find time to play this game because they choose their free time differently than you do. And that's okay, because interests and what you enjoy in life don't have an age limit. As long as it's legal, as long as it's safe, as long as it's not hurting anyone, what you do with your free time, it's just fine. Just, if you like it, do it. You don't have to be a certain age to do things. Just because it's in cartoon form or video game form does not mean it is solely for children. And then you have the people talking about how unsafe it is, how dangerous it is, how people are getting mugged and robbed and murdered because they're getting lured to Pokestops, or they're getting hit by cars or causing car accidents because they are looking at their phones because of the Pokemon game. But I also have another newsflash: robbed, harmed in many ways, long before even Pokemon in general was a thing. Bad things have always been a thing. And it's not just because of Pokemon Go that people are getting hurt. People have been looking at their phones while they walk, while they drive, long before Pokemon Go came out. And it's not just because of this game that people are making stupid choices. People are making stupid, bad choices because that's the free will that they have as a human being, to make bad choices. Whether it be harming someone else or yourself, you have that free will to make those terrible choices, Pokemon or not. And what I want people to know about this game from my perspective is my husband, my son, and me, we walk everywhere in town, even before this game came out. It saves gas, it saves money. So when it's nice out, we walk everywhere. So now we have an added bonus to our walks. We have some form of entertainment. We have a game to play while we are going for our walks. And we are still interacting with each other because we can play the game together. We can get excited about Pokemon that are around. We can get excited when we catch a new one. And we can just bond together talking about this shared interest. And when you have all of these Pokestops in various areas, it is bringing groups, huge groups of people together. It is bringing strangers together. People of all race, religion, sex, orientation. It's bringing people together, and they are experiencing a shared joy together, and they are sharing stories. They are maybe even making new friends because of this thing. And the obvious, people are getting out in the fresh air. People are getting exercise, because that's the whole thing of Pokemon Go. You go outside into your world and you find Pokemon. It's good for your body, it's good for your mind in so many ways. And it's just one of those things where there's going to be a negative in everything if you dig hard enough. And people do love to dig, and people will find a negative in everything. And when that happens, I like to remind people that this world is crappy enough as it is. There's so much hate and terrible murder, killing, raping, hatred, evil going on in this world. And there is a good thing going on right now. There is something new to distract us for a minute or two from these problems. Not distract us from the big picture to make us blind to the issue, but to just give us a little glimmer of hope and cheer in our day. And with all those things being said, if you can still find something wrong with this game, with people enjoying themselves for a while, then maybe there's something wrong with you. If you find so much hate and so much negativity in one little thing, maybe you need to focus on yourself for a while and figure out why you are so quick to judge and quick to hate something so simple as a Pokemon game. Now we've got the gist of Pokemon Go out there. We've covered all the basics. I hope you have a better understanding of what it is if you didn't before. I would like to talk about the disability community being able to use this game. The complaint, the issue, the debate is, can people with limitations, can people with disabilities play this game? And my short answer is yes, you can play this game. You may not be able to catch them all, you may not win the game, but I don't know that very many regular people, able-bodied people, are gonna be winning this game. And that's okay. The bottom line for me, I am pretty blunt about it. There is always a way to get things done. There is no reason that every single person in this entire planet that is not completely 100% bedridden or in a coma cannot get out of their house, get out of their door, and leave their home. There's just no reason you can't. Whether you do it yourself, you have help from a friend, a relative, a spouse, a personal care attendant, you can leave your home. And that's really the first step that you need. Just go out of your home. And 9 times out of 10, you're going to find a Pokestop pretty close to your home. There's one right across the street from my home. So that's my start. If I can't get any further than that, at least I can get a few things to start my day. And then there's the worry about Pokemon popping up in random places that are not wheelchair accessible. Pokestops being not wheelchair accessible. Well, thing for that is there are a lot of Pokemon that are popping up in places that no one can access because there are no trespassing signs. People cannot go there without proper permission. It's just a luck of the draw random thing. So yes, there's gonna be times where you can't catch that one Pokemon, but there might be different ways to get around it. You could bring a friend, bring a relative, bring a spouse, bring your personal care attendant on your walks, and they could take your phone and their phone if they are playing the game and bring it to the place they need to go, and you can wait over there. I myself, whenever my son goes with us, he has control over my phone. We kind of share the game on my phone, and so he will, being a 7-year-old, be more active than I am, and he will go farther than I usually feel like going and catch me some Pokemon, or go to a stop that I don't feel like venturing to. And even if we happen to go out without our son, my husband sometimes will take both of our phones and go get me what I need for me. And that's okay. Sometimes we can't do everything. I know we live in a world that we just need it all. We need, just like Pokemon say, you gotta catch them all. That's the American way, isn't it? All or nothing. And if you can't do it all, then you're probably gonna cry that you aren't able to do everything. The way I see it, it is not the developer's fault. They are not being ableist. They just made a video game. Their intentions were not to leave people out. But I think in everything that there is, someone is going to be left out. And that's okay. Everyone cannot be able to do everything. It's impossible to accommodate to everyone's needs. And I know that probably will get a lot of people down, but it's just the fact of the matter. But when it all comes down to it, everyone can play this game. You may not be able to finish this game, you may not win it all, but you can still participate in some way or another. If you have an excuse, that's on you. That is your issue to figure out. But having an excuse and just complaining about it is really going to get you nowhere. If that's all you're going to do is complain about it and don't do anything about it. Sure, you can be bummed about it, that you have this issue to overcome, but you can still overcome it, still find a way to get the thing done. And that's really the point I'm trying to make. There's always a way to get it done. You may not get the gold medal in the thing, but participating is still just fine. So maybe this video has shown a new light on the Pokemon world for people that weren't quite sure about it. And maybe some of you agree with me, maybe some of you don't, and that's fine. I really, like I have said in previous videos, I like to stir people's minds. I like to get them thinking and challenge them. Now, you will be treated to a little adventure that we went on, Pokemon hunting. So, Seth, what are we doing? What is Pokemon Go? How does it work?
You just gotta walk around, catch Pokemon. The only way you can battle is do gyms.
Oh. You walk around where?
Walk around the world. And
Walk around the whole world?
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing right now?
Playing Pokemon again.
No, what did you just do?
Get a Pokestop.
What's at the Pokestop?
You get items.
Items for what?
Sometimes, most of the times, you get Pokemon.
What do Pokeballs do?
Catch Pokemon.
Oh. What else can you get?
Potions.
What's potions do?
Heal.
Heal.
Heal them.
Heal who? You?
No, heal your Pokemon from battling in gyms.
Oh.
Did you hear that scraping? That's just me scraping it. No, shit.
I see. And is this a fun activity for
Rocks.
for walks? Is it good for all ages? Or is it only for kids?
It's good for all ages.
Yeah. Anything else we should know?
Well, you can make your own character.
You make your own character.
And have your own gender.
Have your own gender. Can I be a boy character if I'm a girl in real life?
And you can be a girl character in real life. Because I did that for my game on fall near Calgary.
Did you have a girl character in your Pokemon game on your DS?
Yeah, it's Omega Ruby.
Okay. Thank you for that lesson in Pokemon. Did you catch any?
Nope.
Did you catch them all?
No.
Gotta figure out which direction.
Jigglypuff! Hey, catch the Jigglypuff. Daddy's on a Poke adventure. He's gonna go catch them all without you. Did you find him? You got Jigglypuff, Seth?
There he is.
Check.
There he is.
Make sure my phone doesn't die trying to catch it this time. Did you catch him?
Yep.
Good job. Look, are you paying attention to your surroundings? Are you catching something?
You got a Pidgeot.
Oh, thank you.
No, you didn't catch one. The evolved one.
Oh, thank you.
I found a Pidgeot too.
Uh-oh.
Got it.
Bye. Did you leave one?
No, it was full.
Did you catch anything?
Gyms have levels, and apparently the higher level they are, the more you can leave. It's only level 2, and there's already 2 there, so.
I see them.
Just wait a minute.
Skeleton buildings. That's all there is. Water.
One of these times we gotta bring something for these guys.
There you go.
Mayo. Got double tap. Slurpee.
Guys, it's full. I think it's fall. Making my camera for me.
Ghostbusters! I think we saw this car before. But I saw a car with that sticker.
Yeah.
He-Man.
Yeah.